I volunteer because this work is the kind of work I wish I had when I was in school.
I see firsthand the consequences of poor decision making and a lack of understanding around consent.
Learning about consent and things like that are the sorts of things that I want my children to learn when they grow up.
I love teaching about such an important topic and feeling like I'm creating real change.
It's important to have these conversations now, especially with young people.
A lot of them aren't aware of the laws that apply to us in everyday life.
With mobile phones, the access to social media, everything's digital now. It's just so much easier to commit an offence, sometimes unknowingly, at a click of a button.
These issues can have such a significant impact on both the victim and the perpetrator.
I feel that the impact that this workshop has on students is that it fills the gap in the education system that just isn't present.
Knowledge is power, and it's really encouraging when you deliver this information to them and you can see them learn something.
The head teacher was shocked. Every single student in that room engaged in the conversation, and you could tell there was a lot going on in that classroom that she wasn't aware of.
Children became increasingly confident in talking about what was right and wrong.
We have instant credibility that we know what we're talking about.
It kind of helps to dispel maybe preconceived ideas about what a lawyer should look like.
We know what the legal definition of consent is. In my experience, the students have really respected that.
I think it gives it some kind of gravitas. It shows the students how serious the nature of the conversations are.
My first workshop.
Best memory would probably be
The first football club I did, which was Swindon Town FC.
The minute they grasped the concept of consent,
They were all so confident to ask questions and to laugh and help each other out.
I asked a question about a scenario. They were referring back to things we discussed earlier in the session, talking through issues and exploring stuff all on their own. And I could just stand back and think, these guys have got this.
Really got involved with everything, super enthusiastic, and actually I just left that workshop feeling really positive, really rewarding experience.
and I felt, job done.
I would say absolutely go for it.
the school's consent project is genuinely something that will give back to you more than you will ever give to the project.
I would wholeheartedly recommend you at least give it a try.
I love doing it. I enjoy it more and more as time goes on.
If you are considering volunteering for us, don't overthink it, just sign up.
Even though you're dealing with quite serious topics sometimes, I have had the best time delivering the sessions and working with the students and young people.
I found this experience so rewarding.
You will likely be worried about the fact that you're not a criminal lawyer. It doesn't matter, full training will be provided.
What are these kids going to say to me? What am I going to say to these kids? I think we've all had nightmares where we have to talk about sex in front of a room full of 16-year-olds.
There's opportunities to go and shadow with other people who have more experience or co-present, as I did.
I've been doing the workshop now for 5 years, from about 2019. I've probably given a workshop to some 2,500 students.
You will leave every workshop just feeling so elated. These workshops are what get me up in the morning.
We were all worried when we did our first few sessions. That really quickly goes away.
I think you'll see the rewards you can get out of it are fantastic, not only for yourself, but also the impact that you're having on these kids session by session.
If you're a man and you're thinking about joining this, please join us, because actually there are a lot of children, boys especially, that I think digest the session better if it's delivered by a man rather than a woman.
You are giving them such a breath of fresh air in these workshops. It's not like a lesson at all, and I promise you they will have so much fun.